Ryan had always been treated like the little baby of her family. Even though she was old enough to make her own decisions, her parents still worried about her like she was a child who could not take care of herself. Her mother was loving and gentle, but her father was especially protective. He checked whether she had eaten and reminded her to take jacket even when the weather was not cold. But there was one thing he was very serious about: dating. Her father did not want Ryan to date anyone yet. Whenever the topic came up, he would immediately say that she had plenty of time for relationships later. In his eyes, she was still his little girl. Ryan knew he was not trying to control her. He simply loved her too much and was scared that someone might hurt her, so he never told him about Sunghoon. Sunghoon was almost the complete opposite of what Ryan's father would have imagined for his daughter. At university, Sunghoon had a reputation for being the bad boy everyone knew but very few people dared to approach. He was quiet, confident, and rarely showed emotions. He fights but only when necessary. Nobody dared to say anything to him. She noticed him because of his quiet personality. While everyone else seemed desperate for attention, Sunghoon was always sitting alone, listening to music or simply minding his own business. Somehow that made Ryan more curious about him. She started finding little excuses to talk to him. At first, Sunghoon barely understood what she was doing. Then he started noticing her. He noticed how she always found a reason to sit near him. He noticed how she would suddenly become nervous whenever their hands accidentally touched. And eventually Ryan realized something that she could not hide anymore. She had fallen for him. It wasn't some dramatic moment. It happened slowly. She liked the way Sunghoon listened to her even when she talked about completely random things. She liked how he always walked beside her instead of letting her walk behind him. She liked the softer version of him that almost nobody else got to see. One afternoon, Ryan finally gathered up enough courage to tell him how she felt. Sunghoon was completely surprised. He had never expected the girl he secretly found adorable to actually like him. For a few seconds he simply stared at her, then he smiled. They started dating quietly, keeping their relationship away from Ryan's parents. Ryan was nervous about it, but Sunghoon never pressured her. He understood why she was scared. Their relationship was surprisingly sweet. The boy everyone considered intimidating became completely different whenever he was with Ryan. He would wait for her after class. He would carry her bag when she complained it was heavy. He would pretend to be annoyed whenever she teased him, only to smile when she was not looking. And somehow Sunghoon fell much harder than Ryan did. Ryan had fallen first, but Sunghoon became completely obsessed with every little part of her. He wanted to spend every free minute with her. He missed her almost immediately after saying goodbye. Sometimes he would stare at his phone, waiting for her to text him. One evening after walking Ryan home, Sunghoon stood outside her house for a little longer than usual. Ryan noticed. Ryan, why are you still standing here? Sunghoon smiled. Sunghoon, I don't want to go home. Ryan laughed softly. Ryan, you have to. Sunghoon, I know. He looked toward her bedroom window, then back to her. Ryan immediately understood what he was thinking. Ryan, absolutely not. Sunghoon, I didn't say anything. Ryan, your face said everything. Sunghoon laughed. But later that night, when Ryan was already in her room, she heard a soft knock against her window. She froze. She walked toward it and pulled the curtain aside. Sunghoon was standing outside. Ryan stared at him in disbelief. She opened the window just enough to whisper, Ryan, are you crazy? Sunghoon, maybe. Ryan, my parents are downstairs. Sunghoon, I know. Ryan, then why are you here? Sunghoon looked at her with the softest expression. Sunghoon, I missed you. Wine tried not to smile. She failed. She quietly let him inside. That night they didn't do anything except sit together and talk. Sunghoon told her about his day. Wine complained about something that had happened at the university, and eventually they ended up sitting closer on bed. Sunghoon wrapped his arms around her, while resting her head against his chest. For someone who was supposed to be bad boy everyone feared, Sunghoon looked unbelievably peaceful while holding her. Wine smiled. Wine, you know you have to leave before my parents wake up. Sunghoon, I know. Wine, then don't get too comfortable. Sunghoon tightened his arms around her. Sunghoon, too late. She quietly laughed. He placed a soft kiss on her forehead, then another gentle kiss on her lips. Wine smiled against his lip before resting her head on his shoulder again. That night became the beginning of something neither of them expected. The next night Sunghoon came again, and the night after that. Soon, sneaking into Wine's room became their little secret routine. Sometimes they talked for hours. Sometimes they watched videos together with the volume almost muted. Sometimes they simply cuddled in silence. Sunghoon especially loved those quiet nights. He could be himself with her. One night Wine was laying against his chest while he gently played with her hair. Wine, why do you keep coming here every night? Sunghoon looked down at her. Sunghoon, because I like being with you. Wine, you see me all day. Sunghoon, not enough. She smiled. Wine, you are so clingy. Sunghoon, only with you. Wine looked up at him. He leaned down and gave her another soft kiss. Wine smiled afterward and hid her face against his chest. Sunghoon laughed quietly and hugged her tighter. But while they were enjoying their secret nights, Wine had no idea how close they were to being discovered. Her parents had started noticing little things. Wine suddenly seemed happier. She smiled at her phone more often. And sometimes when her father passed by her room late at night, he thought he heard her talking. He didn't think much of it yet. He simply assumed his daughter was staying awake too late. Meanwhile, Sunghoon continued sneaking into her room almost every night, completely unaware that one day his secret visits would let him directly in front of one person he was most afraid to face. Vian's father, and neither Sunghoon nor Vian was prepared for what would happen when their little secret finally came out. The next night, Sunghoon came to Vian's room like he had done so many times before. Their secret little routine had become something they both looked forward to. Once he was inside, Vian quietly closed the window and turned toward him with a smile. They spent the night talking about their day, teasing each other and laughing quietly so they would not wake anyone. Eventually, Sunghoon pulled Vian into his arms and she rested comfortably against his chest. He kissed her forehead before giving her a soft kiss on the lips. Neither of them realized that this night would be different from all the others. A little later, the bedroom door suddenly opened. Vian froze. Her parents stood in the doorway. Her father's expression changed immediately when he saw the unfamiliar boy sitting on his daughter's bed. He stared at Sunghoon for a long moment, clearly trying to understand what he was saying. Father, what is this happening? Vian sat up quickly. Vian, Dad? Her father did not look at her yet. His eyes remained on Sunghoon. Father, who are you? Sunghoon immediately stood up. For once, the confident bad boy, who usually made everyone else nervous, looked completely nervous himself. Sunghoon, I am Sunghoon, sir. Her father looked him up and down. Father, Sunghoon? He said the name slowly, still clearly irritated. Father, and what exactly are you doing in my daughter's room? Sunghoon opened his mouth but hesitated. Wine quickly spoke. Wine, Dad, please don't get angry. Her father finally turned toward her. Father, don't get angry. I walked into your room in the middle of the night and find a boy sitting on your bed, and you are telling me not to get angry? Wine immediately lowered her head. Her mother stood beside him, trying very hard to keep a straight face. She could already tell that her husband was about to go into full protective father mode. Father, both of you, downstairs. Wine, Dad. Father, now. Wine quietly got out of bed. Sunghoon followed, still looking incredibly embarrassed. A few minutes later, everyone was sitting in the living room. Wine sat between her parents on the sofa. Her mother was beside her while her father sat with his arms crossed, still visibly annoyed. Across from them, Sunghoon sat straight on another chair. He looked like he was attending the most important interview of his life. Wine glanced at him. He looked back at her. She almost smiled. Her father noticed. Father, this is not funny. Wine immediately straightened. Wine, I know, gag. Her father turned his attention back to Sunghoon. Father, let's start with simple. Who are you? Sunghoon introduced himself properly and explained that he and Wine knew each other from university. Her father listened without saying much. Then he asked the question that made Wine nervous. Father, how long have you been seeing my daughter? Sunghoon answered honestly. Sunghoon, for a little while, sir. Her father's expression became more serious. Father, so you are dating her? Sunghoon nodded. Sunghoon, yes, sir. Father, and you thought it was appropriate to sneak into my house and meet her secretly? Sunghoon lowered his eyes. Sunghoon, I know I should not have done that. I am sorry. Father, you should be. Wine immediately looked at her father. Wine, Dad, he was not trying to do anything bad. Father, Wine, I'm talking to him. Wine became quiet. Her mother placed a gentle hand over Wine's hand, trying to calm her. Her father looked at Sunghoon again. Father, I don't know you. I don't know your family. I don't know what your intentions are with my daughter. Sunghoon listened carefully. Father, and suddenly I found you in her room in the middle of the night. Sunghoon, I understand why you are angry. Father, good. There was a short silence. Then her father leaned slightly forward. Father, did you chase after my daughter? Sunghoon blinked. Sunghoon, sir? Father, did you pursue her? Convinced her to date you? Because my daughter is so innocent. She trusts people easily. Sunghoon immediately shook his head. Sunghoon, No, sir, I would never force her into anything. Her father narrowed his eyes. Father, then what happened? Sunghoon glanced at Ryan. Before he could answer, Ryan suddenly spoke. Ryan, but Dad, I was the one who chased him. Everyone went silent. Her father slowly turned toward her. Father, what? Ryan looked completely innocent. Ryan, I chased him. Her mother immediately pressed her lips together, trying not to laugh. Her father stared at his daughter as if he had just heard the most unbelievable thing in the world. Father, you chased him? Ryan nodded. Ryan, yes. Father, you? Ryan, yes, Dad. Father, you were the one who wanted to date him. Ryan, I liked him first. Her mother could not hold it anymore. She turned her face away, covering her mouth as a laugh escaped. Father, you're laughing? Mother, I'm sorry. She tried to compose herself. Mother, it's just, I didn't expect that. Her father looked completely stunned. Father, I thought this boy had somehow trapped my daughter. Ryan innocently correcting him. Ryan, actually I think I trapped him. Sunghoon's egg immediately dropped as he tried to hide his smile. Her mother burst out laughing. Father, you trapped him? Ryan nodded seriously. Ryan, I kept finding excuses to talk to him. I liked him first. He didn't even know me at first. Her father looked at Sunghoon. Father, is this true? Sunghoon was still embarrassed. Sunghoon, yes, sir. Father, so she chased you. Sunghoon nodded. Sunghoon, a little. Ryan immediately looked at him. Ryan, a little? Sunghoon smiled. Sunghoon, okay, a lot. Ryan's cheek turned pink. Her mother laughed again. Her father rubbed his forehead. Father, my daughter? Ryan smiled innocently. Ryan, what? Father, I was worried this boy had come into your life and convinced you to fall for him. Ryan, no, I did that all by myself. Her mother laughed so hard that she had to look away. Even Sunghoon could not stop smiling anymore. But her father's expression remained serious. He wasn't ready to laugh yet. Father, fine, maybe you liked him first, but that doesn't change the fact that he had been sneaking into my house. Sunghoon immediately became serious again. Sunghoon, you are right, sir. Father, how many times? Sunghoon hesitated. Ryan looked at him. Her father noticed the hesitation. Father, how many times? Sunghoon quietly answered. Sunghoon, quite a few. Father, quite a few? Sunghoon, yes, sir. Father leaned back and stared at him. Father, you have a lot of confidence. Sunghoon, I know I made a mistake. Father, you certainly did. Ryan gently touched her father's arm. Ryan, Dad, please, he's really good to me. Her father looked at her. His expression softened for a moment, but he was still clearly protective. Father, that's what I need to know. He turned towards Sunghoon. Father, do you really care about her? Sunghoon looked at Ryan. His expression changed completely. The nervousness disappeared, replaced by something much softer. Sunghoon, yes sir, I really do. Father, why? Sunghoon thought for a moment. Sunghoon, because she makes me happy. I like being around her. I care about how she feels, and I don't want to be someone who makes her life harder. Wine looked at him quietly. Sunghoon, I know you don't want her dating right now. I understand that, and I know I should not have kept coming into her room secretly. I am sorry for disrespecting your rules. Her father remained silent. Sunghoon, but my feelings for her are real. The room became quieter. Her father studied him carefully. He was still angry about the situation, but he could see that Sunghoon was not being arrogant or trying to make excuses. He was taking responsibility. Father, you understand that she is my daughter. Sunghoon nodded. Sunghoon, yes sir. Father, and she is still my little girl. Wine immediately groaned. Wine, Dad. Her mother smiled. Father, she is. Sunghoon smiled slightly. Sunghoon, I can understand that. Father, I'm not giving you permission to do whatever you want. Sunghoon, I understand. Father, and no more sneaking through her window. Sunghoon nodded immediately. Sunghoon, yes sir. Wine looked at her father hopefully. Wine, so does that mean you approve? Her father looked at her. Father, I said no more sneaking through windows. Wine, that's not what I asked. Her mother laughed quietly. Father, I'm not completely approving anything tonight. Wine sighed. Why, Dad? Father, but everyone looked at him. Father, I'll give him a chance. Sunghoon looked surprised. Sunghoon, thank you, sir. Father, don't thank me yet. You still have to earn my trust. Sunghoon nodded. Sunghoon, I will. Her father pointed at him. Father, if you want to see my daughter, you come through the front door. Sunghoon nodded. Sunghoon, yes, sir. Wine smiled. Wine, see, that wasn't so bad. Her father looked at her. Father, you were the one who chased him. Wine's eyes widened. Wine, Dad? Her mother immediately started laughing again. Sunghoon lowered his head, smiling. Father, my innocent little daughter. Wine covered her face with both hands. Wine, please stop. For the first time that night, even her father could not keep his serious expression. He shook his head, still pretending to be annoyed. Father, I still can't believe you were the one who fell for him first. Wine peeked through her fingers. Wine, I just really liked him, Dad. Sunghoon looked at her with a soft smile. Sunghoon, and I ended up falling even harder. Her father watched the two of them for a moment. He still was not completely comfortable with the idea of his daughter having a boyfriend, but seeing the way Sunghoon looked at her, he could at least understand why Wine had fallen for him. And although he was not ready to admit it yet, he had a feeling that the boy sitting across from him might actually be worth giving a chance.